My name is Adrian, and I'm a graduating graphic design student. For my final semester, I'm interning for bigDAWGS Promotions. Right now, bigDAWGS is expanding their printing services through Pixel 4. Pixel 4 is a unique printing service that elevates prints by giving them a variety of finishes. This includes multicolor foil finishes, elevated UV effects, and more. I created a poster for an imaginary jewelry brand called Seventh. The idea is to use celestial imagery to advertise the jewelry. I wanted to use a gold and silver foil finish for the lettering and a varnish on the jewelry to give them the shimmer that real jewelry would have. After designing the poster, I separate each special print treatment on its own layer. I compiled the different components onto a template file that we use to send to our various machines. I use spot colors to map out the different finishes because there are different jobs for each of them. After sending the pre-press files to the appropriate printers, we can now start the production process. First, we print the base artwork and print a few copies because printing the foil and varnish will require trial and error. I had to change the foil on the machine to the color that I want to use. Each color will have their own separate jobs. We started with silver first, and it came out well, and so did the gold foil. The varnish took a bit of trial and error, but eventually we got the results that we wanted. The final result turned out great. It was exactly how I envisioned it. I always wanted to get my hands on print production, so this was a great experience. Let's print some coasters and mousepads using a heat press machine. We use an inkjet printer that uses a special kind of ink and paper that allows the design to be transferred onto the surface of the mousepad and coaster using a heat press machine. The mousepad and coasters are lined with a special kind of coating that will absorb the ink under intense heat. We print our designs using a template to make sure that the measurements are consistent and accurate to the material. The guidelines on the template help us make sure that the design is centered properly on the material. Once the mousepad or coaster is centered, we tape them in place so that they don't shift around when we bring them to the machine. The machine is programmed to a specific timer and temperature so that the colors print onto the material as consistently as possible. Once we put the design on the press, we pull the lever down for the machine to start applying heat. After the timer is done, the machine will signal us to remove the press. Because the material is very hot, we use tongs to remove the material from the machine and peel off the paper to reveal the design. This process is very similar to baking in a way, and we have to be very careful because a lot of heat is involved. Some toxic fumes are emitted after releasing the press, so we have a ventilation fan nearby to make sure we don't inhale those fumes. After a few trial and error, we finally successfully printed our mousepad and coaster designs. It's always satisfying seeing my design start from concept and come to life as a physical, tangible thing. I always feel this excitement when I take the coaster or mousepad from the press and peel off the paper to reveal the results. Even if the results end up not being perfect and need to be redone, it's always nice to see how far your work has come. I'm grateful to have this experience, and I'm excited to see how the other projects will turn out.